Good day and welcome. Join me as we embark on a gentle journey, a quiet ascent into the vast open sky above a most remarkable city. Down below us lies St. Louis, Missouri, a place often called the Gateway to the West. But from up here, suspended in the calm air, it reveals itself as something more, a gateway to discovery. We will drift slowly, carried by the breeze, allowing the world to unfold beneath us. There is no rush. Here, in the quiet solitude of the upper air, we have time to simply watch, to breathe, and to appreciate the serene beauty of a city from a perspective few ever get to see. It is a world transformed, where the familiar clamor of life fades into a gentle, distant hum. Our journey today is one of peace, a chance to escape the hustle and bustle of the ground and find a moment of tranquility. As we climb higher, the details of the city begin to emerge, not as a chaotic jumble, but as a carefully arranged mosaic of human endeavor and natural splendor. The vast network of streets becomes a delicate web. The buildings rise like ancient geological formations, and the great river carves its patient path through the landscape. It is here, in this elevated realm, that we can truly grasp the scale and the grace of this place. The world below appears both immense and intricate, a living, breathing organism that pulses with a quiet, steady energy. Our first and most captivating sight is, of course, the magnificent Gateway Arch. From our lofty perch, it is no longer just a monument. It becomes something elemental, a pure and perfect form against the earth. It rises from the riverbank not with force, but with an effortless grace, a shimmering ribbon of stainless steel that seems to connect the sky and the land. In the morning light, its western face catches the sun, glowing with an almost celestial brilliance, while its eastern side remains in a soft, cool shadow. It is a structure of contrasts, both immensely strong and impossibly delicate, a silent testament to human ambition and artistry. It doesn't dominate the landscape. Rather, it embraces it, framing the city and the river in its elegant, sweeping curve. As we circle it slowly, our perspective shifts, and the arch reveals its many moods. Viewed from directly above, it appears as a slender silver crescent laid upon the green lawn of the national park that bears its name. From the side, its scale is truly breathtaking, soaring to a height that seems to defy gravity itself. It is a mathematical poem written in steel, each section precisely engineered to support the whole. Yet for all its technical precision, it evokes a powerful emotional response. It speaks of journeys, of new beginnings, of the countless souls who passed this way heading west into the unknown. It is a symbol of hope and aspiration, and from up here its message feels clearer, more profound, a silent, shining beacon of the human spirit. Below the arch, the grounds are meticulously kept, a vibrant green carpet stretching down to the river's edge. We can see the tiny figures of people walking the pathways, their scale putting the sheer size of the monument into stark relief. They appear as pilgrims drawn to a modern cathedral, seeking a moment of awe. The reflection of the arch shimmers on the surface of the nearby reflection ponds, creating a perfect closed loop, a circle of steel and water. It is a place of serene contemplation, even from hundreds of feet in the air. Now our gaze drifts downward to the ancient and powerful force that shaped this land long before any city stood here, the mighty Mississippi River. From our elevated position, it is not just a body of water. It is a vast, flowing artery, the lifeblood of the continent. It stretches from horizon to horizon, a broad, muscular ribbon of murky brown and silver, its surface textured by the wind and the steady, inexorable current. It moves with a slow, deliberate purpose, carrying with it the soil of half a nation on its long journey south to the sea. The river tells a story of immense power and patience, a geological epic written in water and silt, a force that has witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations. We can see the great barges navigating its channels, pushed by powerful tugboats that seem like water beetles from this height. They move with a surprising grace, their long, rectangular forms leaving gentle, spreading wakes that ripple across the river's wide expanse. These vessels are a reminder of the river's enduring role as a highway of commerce, a vital link in the nation's economy. They are part of the river's rhythm, a slow and steady traffic that has plied these waters for generations. The bridges that span the river, like the historic Eads Bridge, seem like delicate threads of lace from our perspective, connecting two states, two sides of this immense natural barrier, their steel trusses casting intricate shadows on the water below. The banks of the river tell their own story. On the city side, a man-made wall of concrete and stone holds the water at bay, a testament to our attempt to tame and manage this wild force. On the Illinois side, the floodplain stretches out, a low-lying expanse of green wetlands and tangled woods, a reminder of the river's natural tendency to wander and to flood. This contrast is fascinating to observe from above, the structured, orderly world of the city on one bank, and the untamed organic landscape on the other. It is a clear illustration of the perpetual dance between human settlement and the powerful forces of nature, a dance that defines so much of life in this part of the world. As the sun glints off its surface, the Mississippi is transformed into a glittering pathway of light. Leaving the river's edge, we now drift inland over the dense core of the city itself. Downtown St. Louis unfolds beneath us like a complex, three-dimensional map. The neat grid of the streets, laid out with such optimistic precision, creates a pattern of canyons and corridors. The buildings rise up to meet us, a forest of steel, glass, and stone, each one a unique statement of its era. We can see the historic old courthouse, with its magnificent dome, a survivor from another time, standing proudly amidst the sleek modern towers that surround it. This juxtaposition of old and new is the very essence of the city's character, a conversation between generations written in architecture. From this height, the city's energy is palpable, yet peaceful. The noise of the streets is gone, replaced by a visual rhythm. We can see the yellow taxis moving like tiny, bright beetles, the flow of people on the sidewalks like currents in a stream. The rooftops themselves are a hidden landscape, a world of air conditioning units, water towers, and even the occasional secret garden. It is a reminder that a city is not just its public face, but a collection of countless private spaces and hidden lives. The sheer density of it all is remarkable, a testament to the human instinct to gather, to build, and to create communities. One of the most striking features from above is Busch Stadium, home of the St. Louis Cardinals. It sits like a giant red and green jewel box nestled among the skyscrapers. On a game day, even from the air, one can almost feel the collective excitement, the focused energy of thousands of fans. Its perfect diamond of green grass is a startling patch of nature in the heart of the urban environment, a carefully manicured stage for a beloved city ritual. Its presence speaks to the importance of shared experiences, of the passions that bind a city's people together. It is a modern coliseum, a place of spectacle and community pride, clearly visible as a central hub of civic life. As we glide over the downtown area, the play of light and shadow is endlessly fascinating. The sun catches the glass facades of the tallest buildings, sending brilliant flashes of light back up at us. The narrower streets are cast in deep shadow, creating a dramatic interplay of light and dark. It is a landscape that is constantly changing, its appearance altered by the passing of a single cloud, or the slow arc of the sun across the sky. Now we drift west, away from the hard edges of downtown, and a truly astonishing sight comes into view. It is Forest Park, a vast expanse of green that seems to stretch on forever. It is larger than New York's Central Park, and from up here its scale is simply breathtaking. It is an immense emerald jewel set within the city's urban fabric, a place where nature has been invited back in on a grand scale. The park is a stunning mosaic of rolling hills, dense woodlands, sparkling lakes, and wide-open meadows. It is the city's lung, its playground, and its cultural heart, all rolled into one magnificent landscape. The contrast with the downtown core we just left behind could not be more dramatic. As we fly lower, we can begin to make out the details within this green oasis. We see the elegant forms of the St. Louis Art Museum, perched majestically on Art Hill, its classical architecture a perfect complement to the natural surroundings. We can trace the winding paths of the park's many lagoons and waterways, their surfaces reflecting the blue sky and the green of the trees. The world-renowned St. Louis Zoo is a fascinating collection of habitats and enclosures, a miniature globe of ecosystems tucked away in a corner of the park. From above, the park is not just a single entity, but a collection of many different worlds, each with its own unique character and charm. The park is alive with activity, even when viewed from the sky. We see the tiny shapes of joggers and cyclists, following the network of trails that crisscross the landscape. We can spot the bright colors of kayaks and paddle boats on the water, and perhaps even a wedding party taking photographs near the cascading waterfalls of the Grand Basin. It is a place for everyone, a truly democratic space where people from all walks of life come to relax, to play, and to connect with nature. Its sheer size allows for both grand public gatherings and quiet, solitary moments of reflection, a balance that is essential for the health of any great city. Drifting over the park's dense canopy of trees is a profoundly soothing experience. The thousands of individual trees merge into a single textured blanket of green, a living, breathing entity that changes with the seasons. In spring, it is a riot of fresh, vibrant greens. In autumn, a breathtaking tapestry of red, orange, and gold. Even in winter, the bare branches create an intricate, delicate pattern against the ground. Forest Park is a powerful reminder of the importance of green space in our urban lives, a place of refuge and renewal that is as vital to the city's identity as the Gateway Arch itself. It is a masterpiece of landscape design, a gift from past generations to the present. Moving away from the grand public spaces, our gentle flight now takes us over the residential heart of St. Louis. From this vantage point, the city reveals itself as a rich and varied tapestry of distinct neighborhoods, each with its own unique character and architectural signature. We glide over the stately brick mansions of the central West End, their elegant facades and slate roofs nestled amongst mature, leafy trees. The streets here are wide and gracious, a picture of old-world charm and settled prosperity. These are places with a deep sense of history, where generations have lived and left their mark, creating a landscape that feels both timeless and deeply personal. Then our perspective shifts, and we find ourselves above the charming, tightly knit streets of the Hill, the city's historic Italian neighborhood. Here the houses are more modest but no less proud, with their tidy back gardens, strings of festive lights, and the occasional red, white, and green of an Italian flag. We can see the corner bakeries and restaurants that are the lifeblood of this community, the places where neighbors gather and traditions are kept alive. The pattern of the streets is closer, more intimate, reflecting a community built on close relationships and a shared heritage. It is a wonderful example of how culture can shape the physical form of a place. Further south, we drift over the eclectic and bohemian streets of the South Grand neighborhood, a vibrant corridor known for its diverse collection of international restaurants and quirky shops. Here, the architecture is a lively mix of brick bungalows, two-story flats, and colorful storefronts. The area is adjacent to the magnificent Tower Grove Park, another of the city's Victorian gems, with its whimsical pavilions and vast arboretum. The proximity of the park gives the neighborhood a wonderfully green and open feel, a place where urban life is softened by the constant presence of nature. It is a community that celebrates diversity, and its vibrant energy is visible even from the sky. Each of these neighborhoods, and the many others we pass over, contributes a unique thread to the overall fabric of the city. From the grand avenues to the humble side streets, the view from above reveals a city of incredible variety and deep-rooted community. The endless sea of rooftops is a powerful symbol of the millions of individual lives being lived below, each with its own stories, dreams, and connections. It is a reminder that a city is more than just its buildings and monuments. It is above all a collection of people, and the homes they have built together form the true foundation of this remarkable place. Our journey now takes us to a place of profound natural significance, just north of the city. Here, we witness a truly momentous event, a meeting of titans. This is the confluence, the point where the mighty Missouri River, the longest river in North America, pours its waters into the even mightier Mississippi. From our serene position in the sky, we have a privileged view of this dramatic convergence. We can clearly see the two distinct rivers flowing side by side for a short distance before their waters finally merge. The Missouri, laden with sediment from its long journey across the Great Plains, is a muddy, khaki brown, while the Mississippi, having come from the north, is a darker, slightly clearer green. The line where they meet is a visible churning seam in the water, a place of turbulence and mixing. It is a powerful and humbling sight. This is not a gentle blending, but a colossal fusion of two immense natural forces. For miles downstream, you can still see the distinct currents of the two rivers swirling and wrestling with each other before they finally become one. To witness this from above is to appreciate the sheer scale and power of the continent's hydrological systems. It is a reminder that the landscape is not static, but is constantly being shaped and reshaped by these elemental forces, a process that has been going on for millennia. The landscape surrounding the confluence is flat and fertile, a floodplain created by the rivers over countless centuries. It is a mosaic of wetlands, farmland, and patches of bottomland forest, a rich and diverse ecosystem that thrives on the periodic flooding of the rivers. We can see flocks of birds, herons and egrets, and perhaps even bald eagles, that are drawn to this nutrient-rich environment. It is a place that feels wild and untamed, a stark contrast to the orderly grid of the city just a few miles to the south. This is where the raw, untamed power of nature is on full display, a place that commands respect and awe. Observing this grand meeting of waters invites a moment of reflection. It is a metaphor for the city of St. Louis itself, a place of meeting and merging, where different cultures, ideas, and people have come together throughout history. Just as these two great rivers join to form an even greater one, St. Louis has been a point of convergence, a place where East met West, and where diverse traditions blended to create a unique American identity. The confluence is more than just a geographical feature. It is a symbol of the very spirit of this region, a place defined by the powerful and creative act of coming together. As our journey continues, the sun begins its slow descent towards the western horizon, and the character of the city below begins to change once more. The low, golden light of late afternoon washes over the landscape, casting long, dramatic shadows that stretch out from every building, tree, and bridge. The hard edges of the day begin to soften, and a warm, mellow glow envelops the world. The western faces of the downtown skyscrapers become sheets of brilliant gold and orange, while the eastern sides fall into a deep purple-hued shade. The gateway arch in this light seems to catch fire, its stainless steel surface transformed into a curve of molten gold. It is a magical, fleeting time of day, and from our aerial perch, we have the perfect view of this grand transformation. As dusk deepens, a new kind of light begins to emerge from below. One by one, then in a flood, the city's lights begin to twinkle on, creating a new and dazzling landscape. The orderly grid of the streets is now traced in lines of white and gold, a vast and intricate circuit board stretching out to the horizon. The headlamps and taillights of the cars become streams of red and white light, flowing along the arteries of the highways in a continuous, mesmerizing dance. The city, which was a landscape of form and shadow by day, is now a galaxy of brilliant, glittering points of light against the deep velvet of the earth. It is a breathtaking spectacle, a testament to the collective energy of millions of people. We can see the bright glow of the stadiums, the clusters of light that mark the bustling commercial districts, and the softer, more diffuse glow of the residential neighborhoods. Each area has its own unique luminous signature. The Mississippi River, now a ribbon of blackness, is bordered by the bright lights of the riverfront and the steady moving lights of the barges navigating its dark waters. The bridges become necklaces of light, their graceful arcs illuminated against the night sky. From up here, the city at night is not a place of noise and frantic activity, but one of profound beauty and order, a silent, sparkling jewel. This transition from day to night reveals the gentle, underlying rhythm of the city. It is a cycle of work and rest, of public life and private retreat, that is as old as civilization itself. To witness it from above is to feel a sense of connection to this timeless human pattern. The city breathes. It awakens with the sun, and it settles into a glittering repose under the stars. Our time in the quiet sky above St. Louis is drawing to a close. As we begin our gentle descent, we take with us a new appreciation for this remarkable city, a perspective transformed by our aerial vantage point. We have seen it not as a collection of separate places, but as a single, interconnected whole, a living organism where history, nature, commerce, and community are all woven together into one extraordinary fabric. We have seen the graceful arc of its iconic gateway, the patient power of its great river, the vibrant pulse of its downtown heart, and the peaceful green expanse of its magnificent parks. It is a city of grand gestures and intimate details. From up here, the divisions that can seem so important on the ground simply melt away. We see only the harmonious blend, the way the urban grid gives way to the soft curves of the park, the way the steel of the bridges connects the land across the water. It is a powerful lesson in perspective, a reminder that we are all part of a much larger picture. The view from above fosters a sense of unity and shared identity, revealing the common ground upon which the entire city is built. It is a vision of St. Louis that is both beautiful and deeply hopeful. The serenity of our journey has, I hope, offered a moment of escape and wonder. In the silent majesty of the upper air, we found a space for quiet contemplation, a chance to observe the world without being caught in its frantic pace. This peaceful detachment allows us to see the beauty in the everyday patterns of life, the flow of traffic, the geometry of the streets, the changing light on the buildings. It is an experience that can soothe the mind and inspire the spirit, reminding us of the incredible beauty and complexity of the world we have built for ourselves and the natural world that sustains it. So as we return to Earth, let us carry this feeling of peace and this broader perspective with us. Let us remember the silver arch embracing the skyline, the mighty rivers meeting in a powerful confluence, and the endless sea of trees in Forest Park. St. Louis, seen from above, is a city of surprising grace and enduring beauty. It is a testament to the resilience of nature and the creativity of the human spirit. And it serves as a wonderful reminder that sometimes, to truly appreciate the world around us, we need only to change our point of view and look upon it with fresh, curious eyes.